Hi everyone, Meta Anime here. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to tell the story of a Japanese Christmas holiday film called Tokyo Godfathers. Before we go, this video contains spoilers. So please take this warning for those that haven't watched this movie yet. Without further ado, here's the recap of Tokyo Godfathers. At a Christmas sermon for the homeless in a church in Tokyo, we are introduced to Jin and Hana. Jin is a middle-aged alcoholic and Hana is a former drag queen. After the event, they waited in line for food and took one additional portion. They went and meet up with another homeless named Miyuki, who is a dependent teenage runaway. After dinner, they went to a nearby dumpster to salvage the valuables they could find. While they were arguing, they heard a baby crying in the trash and were surprised to see an actual baby there. It seemed like the baby has been abandoned by her parents, left with only a note telling whoever found her to take care of her and a key to a locker. Hana insisted to take care of her and saw her as a Christmas present from God and an opportunity to feel like a mother, which stunned the other two. Jin and Miyuki kept trying to persuade Hana not to take her, but to no avail, and even named the baby Kiyoko. At the home in a cardboard box, they finally agreed to take her in, but only for the night, and will take her to the police the next day. Surprisingly, Jin showed how good he is at taking care of the baby. While Miyuki was away buying water for Kiyoko, Jin told Hana about how he once had a daughter and a wife. He used to be a bicycle racer, and when his baby was sick, he got into a get-rich-quick scheme that got him kicked out of the race and lost everything instead. His daughter then died not long after, followed by his wife. The next morning, Hana is determined to find the baby's real parents and ask them why they abandoned their baby. As Hana perfectly understands the feeling of being abandoned by one's parents. They then remembered their only clue, a key to a locker left with the baby. Inside the locker, they found a bunch of stuff like photos, business cards to a hostess club, and another key. To go there, they all took a ride on a train together. Inside the train, everyone seemed to be covering their nose and avoiding the trio as they smelled really bad. Suddenly, the train stopped due to heavy snowfall, and on the other side of the train, another train seemed to be stopping as well. From the window, Miyuki seemed to be surprised when he saw a man from the other train. The man also seemed to notice Miyuki and tried to call her, to which her response is to try to hide. With the baby crying as well, the situation on the train got even more chaotic as everyone complained to them. Miyuki ran to the other side of the train and got off from a window, followed by the other two. They then continue their journey on foot. To find food for Kiyoko, they went to a graveyard to get the offerings left there. Miraculously, they even found milk and diaper left there. On their way, they saw a car stopped in the middle of the road. However, there is a man under the car almost being completely run over. They immediately helped the man from below the car. When his car got stuck, he forgot the parking brake, and from the other way, a dog was running with her owner and accidentally hit the car, causing the car to roll on top of him. The grateful man gave them his business card and some money. When Jin saw the card, he tried to get away as soon as possible but couldn't due to Hana. Knowing that they are going in the same direction, Hana asked him if he know of the hostess club they are heading. They got even more surprised to know that the owner of the hostess club is about to marry the man's daughter that day. The man then took the three to the wedding venue. Apparently, that man is a leader of a syndicate and the owner of the hostess club is one of his men. At the wedding venue, they are introduced to the man's daughter, who is also named Kiyoko, which is a very interesting coincidence. Jin also immediately recognized the owner of the hostess club as the man who got him into the get-rich-quick scheme that ruined his life. After getting the information about baby Kiyoko's mother named Sachiko, Jin couldn't hold his anger towards him and is about hit him with a glass bottle. However, at the same time, someone dressed as a maid pulled out a gun and shot it at the leader of the syndicate, but was protected by the owner of the hostess club, who got shot instead. As the shooter tried to escape, he took both Miyuki and Kiyoko hostage. He took a cab and brought them inside. Jin and Hana tried their best to chase them but couldn't catch up. However, Hana did not give up and called the cab company to ask for that particular cab. Jin couldn't stand it anymore and decided to leave. On his way home, he saw an old man lying on the road. That old man asked him his final request to get him a drink of alcohol. Jin brought the old man to his place and he stood by the old man's side as he enjoyed his last drink and breath. Before leaving, Jin recognized the building in a poster in the old man's place as it was similar to the building at Kiyoko's parents' house. This excites Jin, but he was confronted by some youngsters just outside the old man's place. The youngsters, who seemed got nothing else to do, decided to do some New Year cleaning by beating Jin and even the old man's corpse. On the other side, the shooter who speaks only Spanish took Miyuki and Kiyoko to his house in the slum area. There, the shooter's wife provides Kiyoko with some breast milk as she just got a baby herself. At first, they have difficulty communicating due to the difference in language. But they managed by pointing at pictures and some little Japanese that the wife knows. Over time, they bonded together and Miyuki showed her some pictures of her before she left her house. She showed her a picture of her holding a cat named Angel that she deeply treasures but is now gone. And when it got to the picture of her with her father, she couldn't hold her tears and started to cry. She remembered the time she stabbed her father just before she left her home. Miyuki blamed her father for never listening to anything she said and got angry at him after Angel's gone. Hana managed to get the cab that the shooter took and went to the shooter's house. Finally, at the shooter's house, Hana, Miyuki, and Kiyoko reunited again and finally left the house together. On their way, they saw an ambulance taking the body of a man who seemed to be homeless. Hana, who thought it was Jin, immediately ran to the body and cried. This showed just how much Hana cared for Jin. Luckily, the body is not Jin and is actually the old man from before, which relieved Hana. Meanwhile, the beaten-up Jin is lying on the ground in an alley and suddenly saw something bright.
What is your desire? My magic or an ambulance?
With nowhere to go, Hana reluctantly took Miyuki and Kiyoko to a bar called Angel Tower. It was the bar Hana previously worked and they were very warmly welcomed there. They are surprised to see Jin inside the bar. Apparently, the fake Angel is another queer working at the bar. While the other was resting, Hana and the owner reminisce about the past. Hana left the place after hitting a customer due to angry being called Pops. And the reason Hana is now on the street is that after Hana's love named Ken passed away, Hana haven't got the courage to return due to the incident. While cleaning Jin's clothes, Hana saw the clue that Jin found from the old man's poster and got really excited. They then continued their journey to find Kiyoko's parents. To hide from the heavy snow, they hid inside an abandoned building they found. While she was going out, Miyuki realized something very important. She noticed that it was actually the house in the picture that they were looking for. To reconfirm, Jin even used the key they found in the locker to open the door to the building, and it worked. Hana asked around the neighborhood and it eventually pulled in a group of housewives who gossiped about Sachiko and her husband. They gossiped about how Sachiko was working hard in the hostess club to pay off her husband's gambling debts. Meanwhile, Jin and Miyuki were looking around the house to find additional clues. They found an address leading to an apartment and decided to go there. While looking, Miyuki also accidentally saw a newspaper with an advertisement her father put saying that Angel has been found and asked her to come back home. At the night, the trio came to a convenience store to rest and take refuge from the snow. Miyuki went to a public phone booth to call her father but couldn't speak a word to her father and quickly hung up. In the convenience store, Jin told Hana that his daughter and wife are actually still alive and he actually left him due to his gambling debts. This is almost like the story of Sachiko and her husband. But Jin never stopped wanting to meet his daughter. Over time, he even managed to save up some money to give her daughter even though it was not much. Not long, an employee of the convenience store and another customer tried to kick them out due to their smell. Outside the convenience store, Jin even got into a fight with that customer. But suddenly, an uncontrolled ambulance crashed into the convenience store and shocked everyone. This means that they would have been killed if they hadn't left the place, which is just another miracle. However, Hana suddenly dropped after that. At the hospital, the doctor diagnosed that Hana was weak due to a lack of nutrition. To pay for the hospital bill, Jin has to use the money he painfully saved up for her daughter. After he paid, the nurse at the counter saw Jin and they were both stunned when their eyes met. Jin recognized the nurse as Kiyoko, his daughter, just as she recognized him as her father. The two then have a heart-to-heart conversation together. Kiyoko told him about how her mother ran their bike store alone after he was gone and told her father that she will get married to the doctor who treated Hana. She also gave him her address and phone number so that they would stay connected. Upset about being fooled by Jin for being a bicycle racer and other stuff, Hana interrupted them and badmouthed Jin in front of his daughter. Hana and Miyuki then left afterward. Miyuki asked Hana the reason for lashing out at Jin while he was having a sweet moment with his daughter. Hana told her that it was done out of love. There was a story in Japanese folklore where there once lived a red and blue devil. The red devil wanted to live among humans but could never be accepted by humans. In order to help his friend, the blue devil then put a fake act to wreak havoc among people, and the red devil would come and save the humans. That way, the red devil was welcomed by the humans, but the blue devil had to go away forever. In this case, Hana was trying to play the blue devil role for Jin. Back at the hospital, Jin saw news saying that a baby has been kidnapped from a hospital and she looked exactly like baby Kiyoko. On the other hand, while passing on a bridge, Hana and Miyuki saved a woman who was about to jump off to kill herself. The woman was initially angry but calmed down after seeing Kiyoko. She is actually Sachiko, the mother of Kiyoko whom they have been looking for. But Hana immediately slapped her for abandoning her baby. Sachiko told them that her husband took Kiyoko away when she wasn't there and she has been looking for her. Hearing that, Hana decided to forgive her and handed Kiyoko over to her, and they finally parted from the baby. Jin arrived at the apartment address he found at Sachiko's abandoned house. There, he met Sachiko's husband and they got into an argument. Jin asked him why is the baby they abandoned is on the news being taken away. Sachiko's husband told her that the baby is not theirs. She stole a baby and then abandoned it. However, her husband wants nothing to do with the baby and acted like he is not part of this. This infuriated Jin, who hit and scolded him. Jin asked him where Sachiko might be at that time. He told Jin that Sachiko said that she was going to be with her baby. Hearing that, Jin deduced that she was going to kill herself and immediately left. Not knowing where to go, Jin just followed the sound of the crying baby he heard from the distance. On his way, he met Hana and Kiyoko. He told them that Sachiko is not Kiyoko's real mother.
To fake! Sachiko's not the real mother!
They then ran to all the baby's crying sounds they could hear and eventually saw Sachiko. Sachiko ran away after seeing them and was immediately chased. She even stole a truck to run away from them. Still refusing to give up, Jin took a bicycle to chase after them. Meanwhile, Hana stopped a taxi and he was coincidentally the taxi driver from the shooter incident. They put up a great chase and Sachiko crashed into a building. She ran to the roof of the building with Kiyoko, trying to die together with her. Fortunately, Miyuki arrived at the scene as well. Sachiko told Miyuki that her baby died before she was even born. She wanted to die when she saw all the other babies were healthy in the ward. And when she saw Kiyoko smile at her, she decided to take her. But Miyuki told her that she is just ruining Kiyoko's life. Right before she jumps, Sachiko heard her husband calling her as he saw her on the news and immediately went to her. She still jumped but was caught by Miyuki. But then, Sachiko saw Kiyoko's face and seemed to hear her saying that she wants to go home. She then cried and decided to save at least Kiyoko. But then, Miyuki also fell. Jin and Hana arrived to catch them, but Sachiko lost her hold of Kiyoko. Hana instantly jumped to save Kiyoko and grabbed a banner by the building. Miraculously, when they were about to fall, a large gust of wind appeared and it saved both Hana and Kiyoko. Kiyoko finally returned to her real parents. Feeling very thankful to the three of them, the parents wanted to make them her godfathers. When the inspector opened the door to their room so that the parents can thank them, he was stunned to see his daughter there. Apparently, the inspector responsible for this case is Miyuki's father. The film ends with baby Kiyoko smiling after bringing them all the miracles. So that concludes the recap of Tokyo Godfathers. What do you guys think? The film is a touching and heartwarming tale that explores themes of redemption, family, and hope. The characters are well developed and relatable, and the animation is beautiful and immersive, capturing the bustling cityscape of Tokyo in stunning detail. What makes Tokyo Godfathers stand out is its ability to balance humor and drama, making it a film that can make you laugh and cry in equal measure. The film also tackles serious social issues such as homelessness, poverty, and family estrangement, all with a level of sensitivity and depth that is rarely seen in animated films. Please tell us what you think through the comment section. If you like this content, please leave us a like and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching, until we see you again.